Hello Saturnians, this is going to be a VR to the hashtag Tarot Goddess Challenge. It started on YouTube by Dee from Divination and the Witch of Willow Creek. I think it's an interesting tag because it's about choosing a goddess and asking the goddess for guidance. And so I chose goddess Persephone to work with. In Greek mythology, Persephone was the daughter of Demeter. She was abducted by Hades, the god of the underworld, and stayed there for a long time until Hermes came to release her. But because she had eaten the fruits of the underworld, she could not return home entirely. Instead, she was allowed to stay half the year above with the gods and half the year below with Hades. This is how she became the queen of the underworld. I am choosing Persephone because Persephone in astrology corresponds to the sign Virgo, which happens to be my sun sign. Hades corresponds to Pluto, and right now I am going through a Pluto transit. So outer Pluto is actually squaring my natal Pluto. Everybody goes through this transit once in life, and it's one of the most difficult astrological transits because Pluto takes away everything that is superficial in life and everything that is stopping us from achieving our life purpose. But because we are attached even to the things that harm us and that takes us in the wrong direction, we often think that Pluto is evil. Truth is, Pluto leaves you with what is essential for you to become what you need to become. So far, I am actually enjoying this transit because the underworld has its own rewards. Once Persephone eats the forbidden fruit, she's bound to become a goddess who can transit between the two worlds because she cannot unlearn what she has learned down there. She cannot unsee what she has seen. And she cannot go back to live up there in blissful ignorance. And what I want right now, I want to navigate my Pluto transit like Persephone, in between shadow and light, mastering both worlds. Now back to the challenge. What theme am I asked to focus on this month? This is the first card. Now I'm just gonna shuffle the cards normally. And let's see what this is all about. Just cut the deck. And here we go. What theme am I asked to focus on this month? Ooh, the devil. All right, that's very Plutonian, isn't it? It's all about self-power, all about finding my own inner power. Interesting. And if you look at this card, the snake is actually going down as if going to the underworld, right? Kundalini starts in the root chakra anyway. So we have to start from there. Card number 2 is, how can I best tap into my inner goddess in support of my current self? 9 of Swords. Okay, that's all about my shadows, my thoughts, my anxieties, my fears. I have to address those. Okay, I have to address those fears and anxieties, whatever they are. This is interesting. Third card. Let's ask Goddess Persephone for guidance. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow, 10 of Swords. Okay, that's quite Plutonian, isn't it? I need I need clarification here. I'll just get one more card to get the picture. I get it. 4 of Cups. Yeah, I get it. Because if you saw my last video about my monthly ritual, the 4 of Cups was my card for the month, for the solution. I usually have a 3-card spread every month, One for the focus, another one for challenge, and another one for solution. And the Four of Cups was my solution. So I get it. It's all about going to the underworld, addressing my shadows, addressing my fears, so that I can achieve Four of Cups, being content, with my emotions. And the devil is what's going to take me there. Self-power, not being scared of the dark. Do you think the devil is scared of the underworld? No. And the Ten of Swords is about letting go of the burden. Maybe my thoughts and fears are the burden that I'm carrying, right? So, what it means for me personally to work with a goddess, it means that the goddess is an archetype. It's like a program or a software that contains all the qualities that I want to possess myself. So I don't see a goddess as an entity or a being that actually exists somewhere in another realm. I don't think they have a separate consciousness. What I try to do when I work with a goddess is I try to download information from that container of wisdom. So the archetype is like a little box that contains a lot of qualities. And I want to possess those qualities. So when I do rituals or do offerings to the goddess, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the key to open that box. And then I can download all the information that I need from that archetype. But I don't think that there is a being that exists literally outside of me or somewhere in another realm. I think they are, yes, like a program. That would be the correct answer for me. So, working with Persephone for me is connecting with that archetype so that I can possess those qualities that Persephone has. Of course, that's a symbol. I mean that symbolically, not literally. And what happens in my humble experience is that the more we work with a certain goddess, the more we become like them or like her, but not in a literal way. It's almost like all of a sudden you know something, or you know how to address a situation, or you know how to solve a problem that you didn't know before, because somehow you managed to download the information through this cosmic Wi-Fi. So yes, I'm excited to work with Persephone. I just wanted to make clear that I don't think Persephone is a literal being. It all happens symbolically, but that doesn't mean that I'm not excited. Yeah, and I think this reading was really powerful. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.